G'day, today's video is the ultimate experiment. You guys know, I used to not take care of myself, I was overweight, I was out of shape, but then I hit the gym and got jacked. So I want to compare my old self with my new self and see if it actually gets you way more women. Because the number one thing on the internet when people want to improve themselves and get more pussy is always go to the gym, bro. Just go to the gym, bro. Is that even real? Or is it a lie and the twink build is superior? Now, the entire reason we are doing this experiment is because of one guy that swiped 2 million times on Tinder and only got one date. Now, you're probably expecting to see Gorlock the Destroyer, but in my opinion, this guy is not even ugly. This is him, 26 years old, and yes, first thing out of the gate, he is overweight. Is he obese? Can't really tell here, but I don't think so. I think he's just overweight. Recently, a new finding came out that over 70% of American adults are obese. So it's not even like he's in a unique situation over there. When most of the population's obese, why the hell can't he get any? Because 2 million swipes for one date is insane. Well, yeah, let's continue with this slideshow because it does get worse. Yeah, he did it. The number one, they shall not get pussy. A fish picture on Tinder. Bros love a girthy fish. Females, not so much. And his bio helps zero either. If you're not trying to go fishing, I don't want it. My idea of a vacation is going to the desert and looking for snakes for a week. I may or may not currently own 33 snakes. This guy has never interacted with a woman in his life. 90% of the Apex pros and this guy have got a lot in common. Except he actually goes outside, so he might get some more action. The next picture is not even lying about the snakes, bro. This one's got like some tiny baby one in his hands. But he's in the middle of the road, bro. That ain't no desert catching snakes. Bro's about to get run the fuck over. And on a boat again, bro. At least he's showing his passions, right? Like, at least he's honest. Ain't nobody honest on these dating apps, bro. So you gotta give him some credit there. He's got a high school qualification, educated, not sure if he wants babies. I don't think he's got a choice there. If you're only getting one date with 2 million, bro, you ain't getting no babies no time soon. Anyway, let's go to the actual statistics itself. Let's break this down exactly how bad this is. So 2,000 matches, which he claimed 90 to 95% were bots. So let's just say he matched with 200 women, 200 real women out of over 2 million swipes. That's less than 0.1% match rate. That might be 0.00000. Like, I don't even know. It also says it's been on Tinder for 5 years and 93 days. So he averaged like 2,000 swipes a day. This motherfucker was on overdrive. He only said no to 38,000 women, but he said yes to 2 million. I want to know what those 38,000 women that he said no looks like. Because at that point, you just have zero standards. And I guess that makes sense. Like, come on. At some point, you got to give up your standards. We all have before. You're absolutely lying if you're saying you've never dropped your standards before in your life. Drinking or not, we've all done it. So with the 2,000 matches he actually got, which is a fair few matches, but over 5 years, that's really not that much. So he averaged one match a day, which doesn't sound that bad, but to spend 2 hours of your time just for a match that more than likely will go absolutely nowhere seems like an incredible waste of time. But he did end up chatting to over 1,269 of them for that one date. I would pay money to be a fly on the wall for that date. That had to be historic. If she didn't leave that shit running, I don't know what was going on, because there is no way this guy is sane. You speak to 1,269 women on Tinder, even if most of his matches were bots and like real women really weren't swiping on him, like you gotta find someone. There is someone for everyone out there. Like Eugene's even get girlfriends somehow. So let's dig a little deeper. So he swiped right 98% of the time, which is something you don't want to do, by the way, if you're on dating apps. They will put you into elo hell. Dating is kind of like ranked in video games. You get de-ranked pretty quickly if you just spam swipe right. Like they might think you're a bot or they might think you're like low value kind of thing. So you want to be saying no at least a little bit. Like you can see here, women are really picky on average, 7% they swipe right to, and men, not so much. We got too much testosterone to be picky these days. The average match rate from him was 0.1, but I'm guessing it's really 0.0001, but that's just shorter for the stat page. Women match with 33% of the people they swipe right on. Men match with 2.5. It's a hard game for us men out here. Dating for men is veteran difficulty, especially on Tinder. Average swipes per day though, women be swiping more than men. We might be horny, but they be looking for it too, especially on Tinder. Alright, enough of roasting Fish Guy. Let's get into my experiment and my results. So you all know I'm not single, so I had to get my girlfriend's permission in order to do this.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
We did this all on live stream. Jack, we got a new match on the fat Tinder account. Oh my god, finally. Oh my god, it has a penis. It has a penis. Oh, that's even reason for me to be more excited. W! On today's episode of Does It Have a Penis, we have a new one. Haley. That's definitely not a penis. Oh, it could be. It could be. It's not got a penis. So I say L. Unfortunate. Now, to make this science experiment completely fair, I had to make all the bios identical except for the photos. You all know the overweight chicks on Tinder only show like close-up headshots of their face. So you kind of know what's going on underneath all that. So I'm going to do the same thing, a little bit of catfishing. Not entirely catfishing, but we want to make my fat profile not like, hey, look at me, I'm overweight. We're only going to have one picture that kind of shows that I'm overweight, so we're not like entirely catfishing, and that's this one. You can see I got a bit of a gut and some tits here. To Americans, that's probably skinny, but on the BMI scale, I was almost obese in this picture. I was a little chunky monkey. The remaining pics, me at the Eiffel Tower, showing I'm going places, you know, not showing any blubber. Me drinking, leaning forwards, you can't see that gut, and at this point in time was like actually a little bit before I got too overweight, so a little bit of catfishing, but that's okay here, and me with my back turned, showing I'm doing some exercise, no gut to be seen. Overall, in my mind, I thought that was a good profile, I ain't gonna lie. Until the statistics came in, and oh my god, I just spent all the time roasting my homeboy there when I averaged less than one match a day. This motherfucker with the snakes averaged a match a day. Everyone kept on matching me before I even messaged them. These motherfuckers were accidentally swiping right on Fat Zeus. That is the world's biggest ego killer. And my bio was good. I was flexing I'm tall. Women like that. Made myself seem like I was funny. Apparently all the women just think chunky Zeus is just funny to look at. But in my defense, I matched with 0.36% of women I swiped right on. So that's like 35 times more bitches than the Fish Guy. Come on. I know that's a bad number, but hey, we're comparing to bottom of the barrel here to make me feel better about myself. On average though, men are matching for 2.5% of the time. So I'm below average. My face card on Tinder is an L. So I know what you're all wondering. What about the Jacked account? Does hitting the gym actually get you more bitches? And the answer is unsurprisingly yes, by an absolute fuck ton. More than I expected. I thought maybe twice as many matches, twice as many women if you get jacked, but it's much higher than that. I did my best at thirst trapping. You might be wondering what the fuck I am wearing here. And you just don't understand Australian culture. Every man and their dog has a pair of Speedos. Trust me, the ladies love it here. Then we got the scenic shot, had to throw the abs in there, doing our best to thirst trap, just the sunset background in the fourth. Got the travel pic, the fat account, we had Paris. In this one, we got the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and then a clean pic with the homies, and the same bio. So we actually swiped right slightly less than the other account. On the fat account, we swiped right 1,600 times. On this account, we swiped right just under 1,400. So still very similar for scientific reasonage. But unlike that account, we ended up getting 50 matches in 7 days. So on average, we went from below a match a day to over 7 matches a day. That's 7 times more bitches by losing fat and getting jacked. So this is the obvious part where I segue into the fact this video is sponsored by me. I'm currently coaching people to do exactly what I did. Lose the fat and get jacked. If you're somebody that wants to improve their dating success, just feel better about themselves and have more energy throughout the day, way and this is something you personally want, then click the link below, book a video call with me where we'll go through everything. I want to help as many people do what I did. I'll work one-on-one with you, be it in the gym or at home. Anyway, back to the content. Surprisingly, none of my matches turned out to be OnlyFans bots trying to sell me something. I don't know if I just got lucky because I previously used Tinder, like when I was years ago when I was single, and it was an absolute bot fest. So maybe they cleaned things up or maybe I got lucky. I don't know. So I matched with 3.6% of the people I swiped right on. That doesn't sound good, but that's way above average and also 10 times as good as the chunky me. So all in all, this experiment blew me away and I did not expect this outcome. Like I thought it'd be a little bit more getting jacked. Be 100% real with you. It might not just be the muscle. I also started taking better care of myself overall. Skincare, keeping myself well groomed and shaven, they're all things that add to the attractiveness. And back when I was chubby, I didn't really care about those things. So it's more of a compounding factor. It's not like just go to the gym and you'll get all these women. You kind of need to have a few other things unlocked. But honestly, if you're winning in the face card department, let's be real here. You could probably build like a twink, be 30 pounds overweight, and it doesn't matter. Online dating is an absolute cesspit with just 10 times as many men as there are women fighting over scraps. Like, that's basically what it is, and it's extremely shallow. People are only swiping right on looks and nothing else. So for most guys, dating apps are just an L, and you're better off in the real world, where you can use a bit of charm or something like that. But us gamers don't enjoy the real world, so maybe some of you should start hitting the gym. You don't need my coaching to do that. I definitely can help you get results faster, but you do not need me at all for results. Get in there, get jacked. But anyway, this experiment has ended. I was thinking if this video hits 2,000 likes, I'll do fat and rich versus jacked and poor. Because with women, I'm kind of convinced the fat and rich one might actually win out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.